Did you know that every time you have a negative thought, that negative thought looks for a corresponding hormone such as adrenaline and cortisol and then floods your body with adrenaline and cortisol because you keep thinking that same thought? And oh, by the way, did you know you have about 75 to 90,000 thoughts a day with the same thoughts as yesterday, maybe about 90% of the same thoughts as you had the day before? And then what happens with that? You are constantly thinking these negative thoughts. And how do you show up when you're like that? Hi, my name is Patty, and I am here to help you find those unconscious and loving parts of you and have a better world by changing ourselves into more loving and conscious beings. And I would love for you to join me on this journey. I want to share a story with you about what happens when you build up those hormones of stress and anxiety because you're thinking so much and you're in survival mode. And I was working for a company for some years, and I was not a fan of what we were doing, but I was getting paid. So I was leading a team of 5 guys who were providing services to a local school district, and they were not doing their job. I had not been in the office because I was working remotely, thinking that they handled it. And then I kept noticing the trends and they weren't handling it. And I went in, and guess what happened? I lost my mind. I totally lost it when I saw how disorganized they were, how they weren't answering my questions. I was livid. I had built up all of these chemicals of stress, and I was so angry with them. And as much as I tried to contain it, I lost my shit. I'm just telling you, and it wasn't pretty. And as I looked at everything and I went back into my office after I exploded on them because they were on their phones, they weren't answering the questions, they were disorganized, I was so upset. I was more upset with me that I allowed it to happen, that I didn't go in sooner. And I took it out on them. And it wasn't pretty. And I went back and I looked at myself and I apologized to each of them. I was so upset with myself, tried to have compassion with myself, but the damage was already done. I had already emotionally vomited on them. And the irony of all of this is embarrassing to say, but I had been going to a lot of meditation retreats and I was not showing up as love and light. Oh, no, 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 no. Why? Because I was living a lie. I was not living, and I was not a living example of truth. I was not showing up with my good chemicals. I was not meditating in the morning because I had to hurry up and get to work. And it was a big price to pay. I wasn't filling my life and my body with oxytocin, those beautiful feel-good chemicals that make you feel good, the dopamine. I wasn't doing that through my meditations. Instead, I was getting pissed off and angry at my team for not doing what I wanted them to do, because it would make me look bad, when in fact I could have gone in earlier and done a lot of different things. And I share this with you because I want you to take a look at how you show up in life. Do you watch television or watch the news before you go out to work in the morning? And do you get all stressed out and angry? And then you get mad at people because you're filled with adrenaline and cortisol. And did you know that when you do that, you are filling your body with poison? Seriously. So what can you do about it? You can change how you show up in the world. You can change how you show up for yourself in the morning by meditating, by becoming conscious, by listening to my meditations or my daily readings to find those things that you may be doing that you may want to change, because it's not loving to you, nor is it loving to anybody else. And today I'm reading from One Day at a Time. I cannot hurt others without hurting myself. And this is a compelling reason for taking thought before I release words that might set off an angry interchange. And have I ever considered that the impulse to say something unkind comes from my own guilt and unease, which erupts and blows against others? And it may be a momentary release for me, but it returns like a boomerang to increase my own discomfort. And impatience with others only generates their impatience with me. So the bottom line is this: start your day differently every morning and fill your body with the dopamine and the really good feel good chemicals by meditation or running or exercise or something to get you calm. Stay away from those negative thoughts. That's the next thing you can do, because if you have those 75,000 negative thoughts a day, just think about what your body is doing and think about more pleasant things. Change your thoughts when you catch them to be more appreciative and more in gratitude, and be more centered so we can have a more centered and loving world. If you like this kind of content, please like and subscribe. You know the drill. I love you.